They were trying to basically go back in time. Ah, yes, back in time. But what if they didn't go back in time? So, it has come to my attention that now that I'm looking at this video, it doesn't really make that much sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, it made sense at the time, but when you're speaking of time, now that I got this new information, or rather, I wrapped my head around this new information, what I said doesn't exactly make any sense. You'll kind of understand why, because I'm going to try and explain for all those people who may have been confused like me why exactly what I said wouldn't be possible, despite there being a couple of plot holes.
Play me some Pippin, man.
Alright, so this video is being titled Time Explained, as in I'm going to explain exactly how time was working inside of Avengers Endgame. So, honestly, the first place, I'm going to try and keep this short, but if I were to sit there and give a base reference for you guys, for any people to base this off of, it would be like Dragon Ball Z. If any of you guys have watched Dragon Ball Z, you'll probably know how this is going to work out. So, for example, inside of Dragon Ball Z in general, instead of going back into the past, it's more like multiverse theory. And by that I mean that you go into the past, but it's really just an alternate universe. So essentially, I mean, they did kind of quote unquote go back to the past, but really what happened was that they went back, and because they went back, they basically created another parallel universe. And what you do inside of that parallel universe actually will not affect what happens inside of your universe. Just like when Future Trunks went back into what we know was the original Dragon Ball Z timeline, none of that affected his actual universe. So, I mean, really, there was really no point in him going back over there. I mean, he got stronger, but, you know, this ain't a Dragon Ball Z discussion. Anyway, so basically what that means is that all the stuff that they did inside of the past, basically inside of the alternate universe, doesn't affect them. Which is why when, I forgot what this blue fucking lady's name is, but, you know, the mechanical one, who was the sister of Gamora, that's why whenever she killed herself, she herself did not end up dying. Alright, so when they brought the time stones, I said, oh fuck, why did I do that again? Okay. Last video I said a whole bunch of time stone shit. I'm sorry for that. I know it's supposed to be infinity stones. I'm correcting it now. So, when they went back to the alternate universe to collect the infinity stones, alright, they collected it from an alternate universe. So, therefore, it didn't affect their universe, but they still worked nonetheless. So, after they got back, or got done using them rather, they simply went back to the point in which they took them and brought them right back at that point, so that way none of that creepy shit that Ancient One was talking about didn't happen. So essentially that's how that works out. How does this have, I mentioned before inside the intro that this had some plot holes. Okay, so plot holes. Captain America at the end of the movie. Okay, so Captain America took the suit, like basically took the pin particles and stuff, and he went back to the parallel universe and he basically put back all of the Infinity Stones. Then after that, he proceeded to live out the rest of his life, or the rest of the life that he would have had inside of that universe. Now, the problem here is because, for one, there's another whole goddamn Captain America inside of that universe. That has already been shown inside of the stuff when they were going into the past to begin with. So, there's already Captain America that exists. Yet, this nigga got married. He presumably had kids. He got himself a new shield. My question is, what the fuck happened to the other Steve Rogers? Because, basically, he's there. Or at least he think he's there. But he's not at the same time. Then somehow, some magical way, it's almost as if Cap has been sitting on this bench waiting for present time to catch up, and he was waiting there specifically to deliver them the shield and stuff. What doesn't make any sense is the fact that he wouldn't be able to do that because it's a parallel universe. Unless we somehow switched universes in the middle of the movie, that doesn't make any sense. Now, what they could have said was that, okay, Cap, he went into the universe, and just like how they got Pym particles, he went and got Pym particles and teleported over to the other original universe, and he was waiting over there. But I'm not really sure if that's the case. Aside from that, though, there doesn't seem to be really any other plot holes. So yeah, that's basically how the time travel works. It was time travel, but it kind of wasn't at the same time. They just kind of went to a parallel universe. So for any people that were confused, that's basically how that works. So thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you want more videos, say something below. Meantime, Shoutout.